When the first settlers came to Virginia in 1607, they brought with them the Church of England. In 1750, Colonel William Crawford laid off the town of Portsmouth on the west bank of the Elizabeth. On the church square, Portsmouth Parish Church was erected in 1762. Some 80 years later, Portsmouth Parish Church had been renamed Trinity. Because of differences over foundational matters of faith, not quarrels over liturgy and ceremony, the bishop gave approval for the birth of a new church named St. John's. The parish's original baptismal font, now located in the Founders Chapel, was given by Commodore Lewis Warrington and was fashioned from a live oak pillar taken from the celebrated War of 1812 frigate, the USS Constitution, then under repair at the Gosport U.S. Navy Yard. James Chisholm was called as the first rector of St. John's. An aggressive epidemic of yellow fever ravaged Portsmouth 5 years after his arrival. As community leaders fled, Chisholm remained in Portsmouth to care for the poor, the sick, and the orphaned. Exhausted by his efforts, he contracted the fever and died in the Naval Hospital. The Episcopal Church has recognized Chisholm's selfless example by adding him to their calendar of saints. During the Civil War, the Union Army took control of St. John's as a place of worship for United States soldiers. During Reconstruction, St. John's struggled to pay its expenses. The parish's seventh rector, John Powell, proposed that instead of supporting the mission of the parish by renting pews, members contribute to the parish from their income. A wall monument dedicated to John Powell's 27-year tenure, and the cruciform brass sign that still proclaims all seats free, are lasting testimonials to this period of the parish's history. In 1898, the present neo-Gothic building, constructed of Salisbury, North Carolina rose granite, was opened for worship. Looking upward, one can envision the interior framework of a ship's hull and the shipyard artisans who crafted this wooden masterpiece that proclaims that the church is the Ark of God. On the rear wall can be found the magnificent rose window. At the center of the window is the Lamb triumphant, the emblem of Christ, within an 8-lobed flower. Surrounding the Lamb are 8 circles, each containing a Christian symbol. The number 8, a sign of the resurrection of Jesus, is used repeatedly in the geometry of the window. At its most basic, a rose window is a circle, with no beginning and no end, the perfect symbol of God. Moving forward, one is struck by the integrity of the design throughout the building. Architect Charles Castle's design provided for vast expanses of stained glass in colors and combinations perfected in the Victorian era. As your eyes reach the front of the church, the stunning focal point is the marble altar and reredos. Designed by Mary Brown Channel, the first female licensed architect in the Commonwealth of Virginia. The glorious Tiffany altar window, which depicts Jesus with his arms outstretched in invitation to all, was installed in 1907. Frederick Wilson, the premier designer at Tiffany, was known for his painting of refined facial features. Made from Tiffany's Favreal glass, it is a resplendent beacon above the altar, perhaps the largest of its kind. The Founders Chapel provides a place for private prayer during worship and during the week. The Constitution baptismal font rests on a curly maple and walnut table that matches the Founders Chapel altar table. Also present in the Founders Chapel is a marble wall monument to the parish's founders, an Orthodox icon and prayer candle sand tray. The King of Glory icon depicts the crucifixion of Christ with the Blessed Virgin Mary and the beloved disciple John standing at the foot of the cross. It was completed in 2012 in the ancient 15th century icon writing technique of egg tempera and gold leaf on solid wood panels. Because the icon is a holy image, it contains nothing synthetic or artificial. Housed in a glorious worship space in this historic neighborhood, The dynamic people of St. John's Church are excited about the blank page of the future we have yet to write. For the church is not a building, and its mission is not historic preservation. This is a place of worship. Through worship, we have come to know God as an unstoppable force for love in the world. We hope you enjoy your visit, and we pray that the risen Christ may bless you this day and always.